Hi, I'm Anisha and welcome to today's class. Today we're going to be working on building focus and balance within the body and mind. So this is going to be a relatively quick sequence for you to do, but it will get you ready for the day or the night just to calm the mind, calm the body, build focus, and build balance. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and start. We are going to start today in a standing position. So let's start standing. Feet are about hips distance apart. I want you to draw the palms to either side and just take a moment here to close the eyes. And start to draw the awareness into the mind, the body. And notice what the spine is doing here. See if you can send it nice and tall. So spine nice and tall, reaching through the crown of the head. And then adding on here, drop the shoulders down and back. Engaging through the core here, you want a slight tilt inwards with the tailbone. Relax the fingers, relax the toes. Coming into your deep ujjayi breathing here, starting to initiate your deep belly breaths, breathing in and out, using the core muscles. So as you inhale, belly expands. As you exhale, belly comes back in. And just taking a moment to notice here through the mind, the body, what you're feeling like today. And we'll take another moment here to get grounded. So root down through the feet, root down through all four sides, all four corners of your feet, the toes, the heels. And now send the feet downwards like you're pushing down into them firmly, and then draw even taller through the crown of the head, through the spine. Another deep breath here. And slowly start to blink the eyes open. Okay, from here we're going to come into our tree pose. So I want you to draw the weight into that left foot. Let's start with the palms to the waist. So you can keep the foot nice and low. The right foot stays at your heel. It could come in towards the shin, the side of the shin, or if you want, you can draw it up into your inner thigh. But either way, I want you to choose a spot that feels comfortable. Anything is good as long as you're not pushing into your knee. So you don't want to be right here. You don't want to push right into your knee, so anything else is fine. And draw the palms in. And staying nice and firm through that foot, just like we did in Tadasana Mountain Pose a moment ago. I want you to root down through that bottom foot. Push into that bottom foot so you can rise through the crown of the head, rise through the spine. Be a nice tall tree, right? Nice tall and relaxed tree. Finding that focus, that gaze straight forward, and if you come out, that's okay. Just come right back. It's a little bit windy where I am today, so trees flow with the wind, might wobble a little bit, that's okay. And coming right back to your breathing, deep belly breaths in and out. You can stay here, you could close the eyes if that feels good, to challenge your focus, your balance a little bit more. Do what feels good to you today. We're going to stay here for 2 more deep breaths. And if you want, you could stay here with the arms, you can lift them up towards the sky. Nice soft gaze with the eyes, the eyebrows. Take another deep breath in. And then we're going to start to make our way down. So drawing the palms back in, releasing the foot, releasing the ankles here. Shake out the ankles a little bit. So believe it or not, that works your ankles quite a lot. So you want to get them nice and loose here. And then when you're ready, we're going to try the other side. So shifting the weight into that right foot. Get firmly planted in through that foot. The left leg's going to lift. So again, choosing the option that feels good to you, low, into the shin, or high. Again, you want to make sure you're not pushing into that knee. So drawing the palms inwards, we're going to hold. And sometimes it feels good, to me at least, to look forward and down. I feel like sometimes I can keep my balance a little bit more, keep my focus a little bit more. And if you find a spot to really zone in on and focus on. That feels good. That seems to help. So if you find a spot on the wall, the floor, maybe an object in your room, wherever you are, to really zone in on with your eyes, with your gaze, it really seems to help. So again, rooting down through the bottom foot, nice tall spine here. One more deep, steady breath. We're going to add on here, so lifting through the palms, reaching through those fingertips. Taking another deep breath in. And starting to make your way back, so drawing the palms back in. And then we're going to release it out. So shaking out those ankles, get nice and loose. All right, so adding on here, we're going to shift the weight back into that left foot. Palms come to these sides. We're going to come into Garudasana, Eagle Pose. So this is a little bit more of a challenging pose, so I'm going to break it down into its components and offer you some modifications. So choose what works for you today, okay? So we're going to shift the weight into that left foot. Right leg is going to lift. I want you to bend the knee, and if you can hook it around just once like this with the ankle kicking out, that's fine. If you want to hook it around again, if you have that available to you, then go ahead. And then you want to sink down into your hips a little bit more. So take a breath here. And then from here, your right knee is over your left, right elbow is going to go underneath your left. We're going to sink down into Garudasana. So if this feels too much, you can keep the palms in. You could keep them towards your waist. You could keep them forward to keep some balance. You can keep them out to your sides. So whatever feels good. Otherwise, we're going to draw that right elbow underneath the left and sink a little bit lower. Take a few breaths here. Inhale. And exhaling, make your way back. We're going to release it out and shake it out again. All right, coming into the other side. Root down and through that right foot. Palms to other side. Left foot up and over. Again, crossing once, crossing twice, whatever feels good. Sink down and through those hips. Even though you're sinking down into those hips, you want nice tall spine here. Arms come out, arms come forward, arms come in. You want to go for the full pose, left elbow underneath the right. Sink a little bit lower. Keep the spine nice and tall and breathe. Couple more breaths here. And then slowly release it out and shake it out. You did good. We have a little bit more to do here. Building into our focus and our balance here. So coming into, I'm just going to turn to the side so you see me. But I want you to shift the weight into your left leg to start. Palms can stay to the side to start. You're going to lean into that left leg. Right leg's going to lift. Palms come in. Warrior 3. So if this feels too much, you can lower the palms down. You can hold on to a block. If you have one, you can hold on to a blanket or a book. Otherwise, palms come in and we hold. So we're reaching out through that back heel, nice and firmly. Reaching out through the crown of the head. Keep breathing here. Again, bottom foot pushing down into your mat. Take another breath. And then we're going to slowly rise all the way up. And again, shake it out. Okay, other side. Planting firmly into that right foot now. We're going to lift up through that left leg. Palms come in. Again, choosing to lower the palms if this feels too much. And I want you to think about reaching through that back foot. So the thing about balance work is one side is always easier than the other. So this side might be easier or harder. That's totally normal. Just keep breathing through it. Take another breath. And then we're going to slowly come on back and release it out. Okay, coming into the front of the mat now. Draw the feet right in line with your hips. Take a deep breath, reach it on up. And exhale, forward fold. Relax the head and neck down. Just sway a little side to side. Shake out the head and neck. You can shake out the hips a little side to side. And then when you're ready, we're gonna rise on up. Reach up through those fingertips nice and tall. And fold it on through again, forward fold. Shake out the head and neck. You could keep a little micro bend in through the knees. Sway a little side to side with those hips. Inhaling, lift halfway. And fold it forward, slowly rise all the way up. Reach on up. And release it out. Shake out those shoulders. One more time here. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Good. Fold it forward, slowly rise all the way up. Reach on up, nice and tall. And exhale, release on out. Shake it out. So we're shaking out the shoulders, the hips, getting everything nice and loose. Okay, feet come right in line with your hips now. Okay, and draw the spine nice and tall again. Palms come in. Root down through the feet to reach a little bit taller through the crown of the head. Draw the awareness back into your breathing. And starting to soften the breathing a little bit more, so coming back into a softer, steady pace of breathing. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling slowly out the nose. And we'll draw the awareness into the mind, the body. Take a check-in just like how we started. How is your mind feeling? How is your body feeling right now? And taking another moment here to release any tension or tightness that you might still be holding on to. We'll take one deep breath together. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth. Let it go. Gently blink the eyes open. Draw the palms to your sides. Stand nice and tall. You did a great job today. I hope you were able to find a little bit more balance, a little bit more focus to your mind, your body, your spirit. Thank you for joining me. Be well.